Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my match reaction for the Manchester United West Ham game. Manchester United have just beaten West Ham 2-1 at the London Stadium. Jesse Lingard and David De Gea are the heroes. Jesse Lingard came off the bench and scored the winning goal. What a goal that was from Jesse Lingard. That made up from his mistake he made in the 2-1 defeat against Young Boys in the Champions League. Obviously Jesse Lingard reunited with West Ham. Prior to the game, Solskjaer said Jesse Lingard will be a Man United player next season. We are looking to extend his contract. Jesse Lingard's current contract at Man United expires next year. The other week, Jesse Lingard rejected a new Man United contract offer over playing time concerns despite him being in the last year of his deal. Jesse Lingard got a good reception from the West Ham fans because last season he endured a 4-month loan spell with them and he made an impact. David De Gea, he made a match-winning save. He denied Mark Noble from the penalty spot in stoppage time. West Ham got the penalty from a handball by Luke Shaw. I can't really understand why David Moyes brought Mark Noble on to take the penalty, so I presume he'll get criticised for that. We have now extended our unbeaten away run in the Premier League to 29. We are now second in the Premier League, joint top with Liverpool. We have won 4 games out of 5 in the Premier League. But I thought it was a very, very good game today. I thought it was end to end. I thought Jarrod Bowen had a very good game for West Ham. He got into good positions. He picks the pockets. He actually had a good chance. De Gea saved it with his feet. Jarrod Bowen also had another chance that came from a mistake from Harry Maguire. And Wan-Bissaka made a very good block to deny Jarrod Bowen. West Ham's first goal, Benrahma hit it. It took a huge deflection off Raphael Varane and it went in. Our equalising goal came from Cristiano Ronaldo. That's 4 goals now in 3 games for Ronaldo. You know, scored today, scored against Young Boys and scored twice on his second debut against Newcastle. Ronaldo's first initial shot was saved by Fabianski, but Ronaldo got the rebound. It was a good ball through by Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo could have had more than 1 goal because he had some other chances. Ronaldo has done really well since he's re-signed, and I said he'll do well in his second spell at Man United despite him being the age of 36. We got Ronaldo in a deal worth 19.8 million with add-ons included. Ronaldo signed a 2-year contract with Man United with an option of a 3rd year. And Ronaldo's already hinted that he's looking to stay at Manchester United beyond his current contract. Ronaldo wears the number 7. but he is the greatest player of all time. We had 3 penalty appeals turned down, by the way, in the game. Wan-Bissaka, he could have gave away a penalty in the game, I think, for a foul on Souček, but obviously didn't go West Ham's way, it went our way. I thought Zouma did very, very well on his home debut for West Ham. He made some very good interventions. Fabianski was very, very good for them in goal. He made some very, very good saves. Vlasic started for West Ham today. It was his debut. I think the reason they started Vlasic is because Antonio wasn't available. He was suspended and West Ham were missing Antonio. Obviously Winston Reid was out with injury. I thought Luke Shaw had a good game for us today. I thought he got forward well. He got into some very good positions. Put some dangerous crosses into the box. The only thing he did wrong was giving the penalty away. Mason Greenwood, I thought he enjoyed a pretty good game. You know, he made some good runs in behind. Bruno Fernandes, I thought he did well today. Bruno Fernandes put some good crosses into the box, kept possession well. Also had a very good chance that hit the post. I think Fabianski tipped it on to the post. As you all know, Bruno Fernandes is close to signing a new 5-year contract with Man United worth £250,000 a week. Well, Romano said not so long ago that talks have been ongoing since July between Man United and the agent of Bruno Fernandes over a new contract. At the moment, Fernandes is under contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further 12 months. We brought some substitutions on in the game. Jesse Lingard obviously came on, scored the winning goal. Nemanja Matic came on. He actually got the assist for Jesse Lingard's winning goal. And Jadon Sancho also came on in the game. I'm surprised that Jadon Sancho didn't start. Solskjaer went with more or less the same team as the 4-1 win against Newcastle last weekend. It's good though that we responded to the embarrassing defeat against Young Boys. You know, Solskjaer got heavily criticised in that 2-1 defeat to Young Boys. A lot of the blame stemmed from Solskjaer in that 2-1 defeat to Young Boys because the tactics were wrong and the substitutions were wrong. Obviously, Donny van de Beek played no part today. From a West Ham perspective though, they'll be very, very disappointed that they didn't get anything from the game. You know, like I said to you on the preview, you know, West Ham are a well-organised team now. You know, they had a very good win against Dynamo Zagreb in the Europa League. You know, West Ham beating them 2-0. And you've got to give David Moyes credit because he's done very well in his second spell at West Ham. He's been in charge of West Ham for almost 2 years in his second spell. You know, he weren't good in his first spell at West Ham. He got sacked. Before, Moyes has managed Real Sociedad. obviously got sacked from them. Managed Sunderland before, got sacked from them because he got Sunderland relegated. Also managed us for 10 months. You know, we sacked him after 10 months. David Moyes was probably the worst manager we've ever had. We sacked David Moyes after 10 months, yeah. We finished 7th under the David Moyes era. Moyes has managed Everton before. To his credit, he was very good at Everton, and he was a long-serving manager at Everton. He endured 11 years with them, and before he's managed Preston. Obviously today, Moyes reunited with Manchester United. We do play West Ham again on Wednesday in the EFL Cup. 3rd round. Obviously it is at Old Trafford. And our next league game is Aston Villa next Saturday. We've got some players missing, but not many now. Obviously Edison Cavani was absent today. Alex Telles, I think, is still out. Marcus Rashford is expected to return in like 3 weeks. It recently said Marcus Rashford looked sharp in training after injury shoulder operation. Will look better, you know, when Rashford comes back into the team. And I think Dean Henderson is still unavailable, but close to returning. And that's about it. McTominay, he's just come back from a groin injury. He had surgery on his groin. McTominay played today alongside Fred. But yeah, we have enjoyed a very good start to the Premier League season. You know, we are joint top. I said, you know, this season is absolutely massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he's got big expectations to exceed. This season is Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Man United manager. We know Solskjaer's ambition for this season, and that's to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. It would be a remarkable achievement if we was to win the Premier League this season. Solskjaer has not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's 4 years ago now, and we know that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. You know, if Solskjaer doesn't win anything this season, then there's a very good chance he will get sacked. Obviously, last week there was rumours coming out regarding Antonio Conte. Jason Kunde came out and said that Man United must sack Solskjaer and hire Antonio Conte. Well, it did say that Antonio Conte would accept the Man United job if Solskjaer was to be sacked, but Conte wants a winning project. So Conte has rejected Arsenal, he also rejected Tottenham. Conte is available because he left Inter Milan at the end of last season. He's got a good pedigree behind him, Conte, won a lot of trophies in his home nation. And he's managed in the Premier League before. Don't forget, when he was at Chelsea in his 1st season, he won the Premier League. And some United fans reckon Conte would do well if he came in and he would suit the strappings of the club. But I'm not Ollie out anyway. Am I heck? Obviously, there was a lot of United fans that were Ollie out after the 2-1 loss against Young Boys. Maybe now some United fans have changed their perception, reflecting on the win today against West Ham. You know, Solskjaer has managed over 150 games as Man United manager in all competitions. I think he's now managed 102 games in the Premier League. Before the start of the season, Solskjaer signed a new contract with the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year. And I think we did make a mistake giving him that new contract. Because I said he won't see it out. I've already told you my concerns about Solskjaer, but there's also a lot of positives regarding Solskjaer as well. I think since he's come in, he has brought consistency back. In some games, not all games, but in some games, he's got the best out of the players. Solskjaer's more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players, like he surely would do when he got appointed in as Man United manager. Solskjaer has made good signings. Solskjaer has signed 14 players as Manchester United manager so far. And we've spent like 441 million under the Solskjaer era. Ollie's also got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. Ollie has got us to semi-finals. Last season he got us to the Europa League final. That was his first major final as Man United manager, and last season he got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. So you can see that progress has been made. Last season Ollie got us a second place finish, and in his first full season he got us a third place finish. So obviously this season Ollie's looking to build on what he did in his first full season, his second full season. But in general, I've got to give Solskjaer credit. You know, I think he's done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. You know, because obviously he was inheriting a lot of the deadwood, and he's still inheriting some deadwood now. I didn't expect him to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect, I am shocked. You know, Solskjaer is our best manager since Ferguson, despite me criticising him a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United. You know, we appointed Solskjaer in December 2018 to replace Mourinho, and he's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. The reason we give Solskjaer the job permanently back in March 2019 was reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. This year, we enjoyed a very good summer transfer window. It was one of the best transfer windows we enjoyed for a long time. You know, in this year's summer transfer window, we made 4 signings. We brought Tom Heaton in on a free from Villa, brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund, brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid, and re-signed Ronaldo after 12 years. In this year's summer transfer window, we spent around 141 million, and plus Solskjaer got the backing he deserved. You know, John Murtough backed him, and John Murtough is our director of football, and we certainly made the right decision getting a director of football in. Also, Darren Fletcher, you know, he backed him, and we made the right decision recommending Darren Fletcher back in. You know, Fletcher knows the club through thick and thin anyway, because he enjoyed 2 decades as a player for Man United. And surprisingly, our owners, the Glazers, had backed him, but only because they'd been persuaded to. It was disappointing that we didn't sign a midfielder in the summer transfer window. Hopefully we can sign a midfielder in January or next summer. And we only managed to sell 1 player in the summer transfer window, and that was Daniel James. We sold him to Leeds for 25 million. The reason we sold him is because we re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo. We loaned a few players out in the summer transfer window. We loaned Brandon Williams out, we loaned Ethan Laird out, loaned Andres Pereira out, loaned Axel Tuanzebe out, loaned Tahith Chon out, and we loaned Facundo Pellistri out. like I updated you this morning, Solskjaer is willing to sell up to 7 players in January, including Anthony Martial and Donny van de Beek. We need to sell Martial because, like I've said to you, Martial is not good enough to represent the club. Don't forget, on deadline day in the summer transfer window, Martial rejected the chance to join Lyon on loan, but before the start of the season it said Solskjaer refused to sell Anthony Martial as he remains part of his plans. Yeah, Donny van de Beek's definitely got to go in January because he's not getting enough game time at Manchester United. And, you know, Paul Ince said prior to this game against West Ham that Donny van de Beek has absolutely no chance of staying at Man United. Especially when he got taken off at half-time in the 2-1 defeat to Young Boys. Shouldn't have been taken off in that game because he was our best player in the first half. Solskjaer's been saying, like, you know, Donny van de Beek's been working hard to get into the team. And, you know, Solskjaer said he's prepared to play Donny van de Beek in a 2-man midfield. And Solskjaer hints at a new role for Donny van de Beek this term. The other week, Donny van de Beek told Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his best position. He reckons he will be best served operating as a number 6 or as a number 8. Solskjaer rejected Van de Beek's exit because, don't forget, Everton were close to signing him on loan. There's a chance Lingard will leave in January. Maybe some Man United fans, or a lot of Man United fans now, will say keep Lingard because he's a match winner. There's a good chance that Diego Dalot's going to leave in January. You know, Diego Dalot is our second choice right back. There's a good chance that we're going to offload Alex Telles as well because Telles doesn't get in the team. Good chance we're going to offload Phil Jones as well in January. There's also a good chance that we're going to offload Eric Bailly. And probably some more players will leave Man United next summer. Obviously, yeah, know the news on Paul Pogba. Last week, Paul Pogba's agent Mino Raiola suggested that Paul Pogba could return to Juventus from Man United on a free next summer. Mino Raiola did mention that Turin is still in Paul Pogba's heart. Well, Pogba did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United. Negotiations are in place over a new contract for Pogba. Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next summer. Before the start of the season, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract. Earlier on this season, it said Pogba is very likely to leave Man United on a free next summer. Last week, Paul Pogba's brother Matthias Pogba said that Paul Pogba is yet to decide his future, and he mentioned that his contract situation is up in the air. Well, Paul Pogba's enjoyed a good start to this season. He's got 7 assists so far in the Premier League. Obviously played today against West Ham. I think he was on the left-hand side, you know, in more of an advanced role. Anyway, on my next video, I will be giving you the player ratings from this game. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.